Hello everyone, this is Nitin here, and I hope you really enjoy your time this new year with your family and friends. And you must have set some goal for you this year, right? And for my best wishes for this to achieve that. Uh, in this particular video, I'm talking about the learning watercolor is fun and joyful, and it should be. Every morning when I get up, the very first thing that comes in my mind that what is the next? What should I create? And this comes keeps coming in my mind. That what is something which really excites me? What composition I should be working on? What motivates me? All of that it keeps coming, and this happens just because. I'm totally and deeply in love with this medium. Believe me or not, this is something I really love it. And if you really wanted to experience this medium, wanted to learn and grow, please check out my website where I'm giving you a free watercolor lesson to your inbox. So check that link is there in down. So it's a very cold day today, and it's shivering basically because the place where I live, generally we don't have much, the colder, the colder season all the time. It's just like very simple. But today, fortunately, we have a huge fogging around, and it's a beautiful mornings today. So I just thought like, and I should make this. I should capture this moment, and the moment is something like I wanted to spend not only with me but with my mother, who's just visited me to for this new year basically. So having a very good time. Most of the time we talk about my art journey, my childhood inspiration, because she was also inspired me a lot in various aspects. So when we talk about enjoying this medium while you learn, uh, this is very important to have your introspection, that what exactly you want. Does it does it really excites you? This is something you must have to ask yourself. You know, uh, because I see a lot of people, they just started watercolor, and a certain time they just lose their interest and they jump to another medium, things like that. And That's not a good way to start your art journey, right? So the reason I'm just talking about and making this video, because you should be very much clear, and especially with watercolor. Yes, i want to I want to do this watercolor. I want to see what where I'm going, where I'm reaching, and you try. So people give their try, right? They just give their try to see like whether they can paint watercolor or not. But to me, people just come and they give try, and a certain time they say, okay, I have given my best, I tried it, and this is not working for me, and therefore I'm going out of this medium. But I believe that your try, um, the kind of attempt, I would say, you have given to watercolor and things are not coming, I wouldn't say it's a try. Try is a different thing. Especially in a watercolor. This is a beautiful medium, by the way, and it requires not your try. I'm sorry if it is really hurts you, but there's the fact that it's not a try. It's about the clarity, your your dedication, and clarity about whatever it comes right to you, even after spending on a several hours and months and year. If things are not proper, if things are not coming the way you want or the way it should be, there is some problem, right? There is some fundamental problem which you have to revisit. And the very first fundamental, I would say, is you're not enjoying. You're not enjoying because you are completely focused yourself with the outcome of your progress, outcome of your painting, and you are calculating your time and energy and your all effort you are putting. You are desperate to see the outcome. uh, that is not the right way. You might have a different opinion, right? But I would say when you learn something, it doesn't happen that way. You look at any athletes or anyone who's doing in their particular profession, they're extremely good. They're extremely good because they're passionate about it. They just live it. They can't just they can't even imagine that I can they can live without that particular the passion they follow and the whatever the talent he or she has. I started my art journey when I was 7 year old, and interestingly I was experimenting everything, every medium of art. uh, you know I was just doing even when I was 12 year old, I started doing oil color. So there is no harm to experiment uh, to any medium you wanted to continue your art journey. But when you feel, when you reach to that certain the certain uh, space where you feel like now I have to take a very conscious decision that which particular medium I should go ahead, because you need to have a one particular area of interest with medium or the art medium also, right? Whether it's oil color, acrylic color, watercolor, whatever it is, you just need to select one. The reason I'm saying that you need to be in specialized. When you go into deep into your art journey, you need to specialize. You need to spend so much of time to understand, do a lot of experiment around that particular medium and all of that, right? So it's very important, and you have to be very clear, you know, uh, that this is the medium I want to go ahead. So the question arises here is how to be motivated and how to continue your watercolor art journey even things are not going the way you want. What I mean is your paintings are not improving even after long time. You spend a very good time with watercolor practicing and all of that. uh, there's a very simple rule to that, and if you're going to follow this, trust me, please trust me. uh, you are going to change, and the rule is whatever you do, you just enjoy. Whatever you are doing, whatever things you are doing, be happy. Even before going into making a very good art and creating a wonderful piece of artwork which you wanted to share with your family and friends and impressing anyone, you just skip that everything from your mind. All you need to do is make a art, make a art, whatever it is. Just play around that. Play with color. Take color and put it on the paper. And keep doing that, keep doing that, keep doing that. And have a proper plan. Proper plan is you need to be very consistently make art. And when I say make art, I'm not saying make a very huge artwork, spending a lot of time in it. No, you just give your 15 minutes of your time every day. Okay, and your 15 minutes you are spending with watercolor will turn around everything. You just don't need to work on any subject or anything. All you need to do is make a circle, make some shape, do something, create something, some shape, and pour some color. Look at the behavior, look at the transparency, look at the various the flow, the color combination, everything. You just keep doing that first. See the how the color reacts when one color meeting with another color, two three different colors meeting each other. Look at the reaction. Get enjoy. Just simply pour the plain water in it and just see the amazing texture you get. The blending happens between these two color. How beautiful it is to look at. First, you just need to have these kind of initial, experiment. So the whole idea here is to be a joyful when you paint watercolor, and not necessarily thinking more about the more about your painting, how the beautiful will it be or will not be, or being in that fear that doing certain things will spoil your entire painting and your time, effort, and money goes away. Though that fear has to go. Please understand that we make up art because we want to get a pleasure from it. You want your audience to get pleasure from it. But even if it is before reaching to your audience, so first this painting, this creation is being created by you. And how is it possible if you are full of fear? Making this artwork will become a joyful. So making this process, making the watercolor painting process joyful activities is super important for any of us who's doing watercolor. So please keep that in mind and develop this behavior. When you're going for paint, just enjoy every moment you are spending with this medium. This is all it requires, and unfortunately the many watercolor beginners or many people who are spending with the watercolor, they're still, if you look at their work, it's full of fear. There's no improvement at all, and that brings up frustration, and they go away and they say like I can't make this, I can't go ahead with the watercolor. So that motivation will never come back because your paintings are completely filled with very fearful strokes, fearful the activity. So let's make this entire exercise as a joyful, and the joyful artwork will come only when you will do this certain kind of a exercise. And you just tried it. You don't just take my word. You you do this experiment, okay? You take a challenge. You take a couple of paper and make just keep the same subject and keep yourself away from any sort of the fear of losing your artwork, or one painting is just without even a single thought that how my painting will look like, and see how it is. Interestingly, in my journey, I have seen this, how significantly it helped me to 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 just make an art the way I wanted to make it. When I was started my art journey, I was in that frame where I was always thinking to make the art more beautiful, because if I'm not if I'm very if I'm not giving it too much of effort, and if I'm not giving it too much of attention, then things will be spoiled. My painting will not look good, and that leads me to be very focused, very attentive. Uh, you know, even of single uh, patch, I was just thinking that should I do this way or this way, before even putting my brush into the paper. I was just thinking 10 times, should I do this or not, should I take this color or not, what will happen, and all of those questions around in my conscious mind. And the day I've removed all of those, after this certain practice, I saw that things are coming, things are much more obvious and full of confidence, and more enjoyable. So I made that moment itself is joyful. And as I say, I just in this example, you see that whenever I make art, I look at the painting every time, and I get every moment of I've gone through with this painting. I just look at around. I get a complete pleasure from that. I can't explain the word. So that's the beauty of watercolor, and I'm sure that all of you. My mother is another spectator. She always gives me a lot of gyan. So that's the one of the way, and that's really excites me too. So thank you so much everyone watching this video, and I hope this adds a little value to your creative journey. So if you have not subscribed my channel, I would request you to please go ahead and subscribe my channel, and don't forget to click on the bell icon. Happy New Year again. Bye bye.